Hi everyone. I'm so proud to be standing here on the right side of history with you all today. The Union of Students in Ireland is proud to be a pro-choice organisation, and just last March we reaffirmed our pro-choice mandate, our support for action on X, and our support for the repeal of the 8th Amendment to the Irish Constitution. USI is also so proud of our history of campaigning on this issue, for our involvement in the Spuck v Grogan case in the late 80s, early 90s, and to all of the courageous students who in the past have risked imprisonment for distributing abortion information to women in Ireland. Student leaders of today know that we have a responsibility to carry on this work, and that we have a responsibility to continue to demand a better future for women in Ireland. This is a class issue. This is a race issue. 1/4 of those availing of abortion services in the UK are between the ages of 18 and 24 years of age. Therefore, this is a student issue, and I'm delighted to see so many of our students here today, many of them travelling across the country so that they could be here. We all know that our rights are not things that simply fall from the sky. And every single right that each of us here today has was fought for, and it was won. And we need to fight harder for women's rights, because we have a reprehensible track record of how we have treated and how we continue to treat women in Ireland. The Magdalene laundries, women being forced to give up their children to strangers, our record of putting women into psychiatric hospitals, and the horror of symphysiotomy procedures that women have to undergo in our hospitals. And that's not to mention the gender pay gap, not to mention the underrepresentation, not to mention the lack of affordable childcare in this country. And while accessible abortion is a women's rights issue, it's certainly not just a women's issue, and it is so great to see so many men here today also. This is an equal rights issue, an issue for Irish society as a whole, because we know that more equal societies fare better on a range of areas, from the economy and our education, and to life expectancy and our mental well-being. And like generations gone before us, we are fighting for a fairer Ireland, not just for ourselves, but also for those who will come after us. And I believe we have a responsibility to do this. And as I mentioned at the last rally, there are a lot of politicians in this country, and we have some excellent politicians. But the reality of the situation is that we have very few public representatives in Ireland, because there is a difference to playing at politics and actual representation. Ireland is a nation in denial. 150,000 women have availed of abortion services in the UK since 1980. Abortion for Irish women is already a reality. The voices of these women are mostly silenced in the debate. And for every woman who has been stigmatised and made to feel ashamed for exercising control of her own body, for every woman who could not be here today, for Savita and for the others who have died, then we must make a conscious effort to shout even louder. USI has criticised this bill for being hypocritical. The government are criminalising women for something that they are happy to see done in another jurisdiction. This exploitation of women and the refusal to engage with women's rights issues cannot continue. We will not allow it. Together we will continue to demand a better future for women in Ireland, and we will repeal the 8th Amendment, and we will not stop until our work is done. Thank you.